All right, good morning. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Tom. And of course, the entire Columbus team for welcoming us to your city. It's really great to be here in Columbus. Of course, not only with all of you, but also a little fun fact, Columbus in what I remember as 2003, so 20 years ago, was actually my very first AZA conference. So I'm really happy to be here, to come full circle. I never would have imagined I'd be addressing you here 20 years later as your board chair, but thank you for honoring me with that privilege. So I was very excited to attend my very first conference in the animal care profession, and I'm equally excited to be back here to welcome all of you and see the changes and progress we have achieved as a community. I'm amazed it's been only 1 year since we've last seen each other in Baltimore. As the end of my year as chair of the Association of Zoos and Aquariums comes near, I want to thank many opportunities, but yet another opportunity to thank everyone who's played a role making this a rewarding and remarkable experience. The AZA community continues to evolve and come together to address the needs and challenges of the association and the animals and humans in our care. Over the course of this past year, we have moved forward on bold new initiatives, many of which are featured throughout your conference agenda. Last year, you may remember, we introduced the strategic framework for the well-being of animals, the result of a multi-year strategic plan. This framework is designed to provide guidance for AZA to move towards the vision to be globally trusted leaders in enhancing the well-being of animals. The framework developed by the Welfare Task Force builds on our work and history as leaders in animal welfare, merging the science, education, care, and research into a common language and practice. The enhancement of the care, or to the care of animals, will benefit the AZA community in many ways and can be translated to the wild and other animal care entities. We will do this through science and research that advance an understanding of the spectrum of animal choice, challenges, problem solving, and the development of resilience in animals and staff to ultimately allowing animals to thrive. Care and conservation are the pillars of our profession, and we need to continue to be those leaders, continue to push ourselves, continue to innovate, and grow in both of these foundational spaces. This strategy provides a roadmap for the future of animal care. This quote, or the call to action, continues to sum up the importance of this work. Saving animals anywhere begins with the well-being of the animals in our care. So this work continued this past year with the development of the guiding principles. We have defined our values to provide a North Star to AZA members to continue to lead efforts that positively impact and enhance animal well-being, all while supporting one another on this journey. We work towards this goal to bring our core beliefs about well-being to the forefront of discussions and explicitly recognize the principles that guide our work. Other big initiatives, the Animal Program Management Committee had launched the reimagination of species survival plans, with 5 AZA branded programs to focus not only on the genetic diversity of our managed animals, but also the diversity of how animals are managed. This will better serve our aquarium and zoo community through accountability and resources, an area where we have a long and deep history of visionary work. Our taxon advisory groups and species survival plans have set the standard for small population management and played a foundational role in maintaining genetically healthy populations. As AZA continues the process of reimagining our SSP programs and managing new management strategies for both terrestrial and aquatic species, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank all the people, both past and present, who have given so generously of their time and talent to place our community in such a strong position. As we transition our SSP programs and explore new ways to achieve sustainability, we look again to you, our membership, to inform our decisions and help us evolve our programs in ways that ensure and maintain our position as leaders in animal care and animal well-being. Another big initiative, the Elephant Strategy Task Force. It brought together stakeholders to address a paradigm shift to ensure that elephants thrive in our care. We will elevate and align elephant management and care, building competency and trust that elephants are thriving and living their best lives in AZA facilities. Similarly, the Aquatic Collection Sustainability Committee has developed tools and programs to assist collection planning, sustainable and ethical acquisitions, and piloting collaborative and coordinated aquaculture. Of course, none of this would be possible without our people, without you, the dedicated individuals who bring diversity of thought, diversity of background, and diversity of experiences. We are stronger as an association and in our facilities when we are inclusive and lead diverse teams towards innovation, exceed the expectations of our audiences, and come together for the benefit of our animals, all animals. The Association of Zoos and Aquarium, we are AZA, we are a remarkable community. We come together through a variety of programs and meetings to advance our common goals in guest engagement, conservation, animal well-being, and population sustainability. The need to evolve is constant. That speaks to the changing world in which we work. But one thing is also constant, the dedication to service of talented people across our community. Aquariums and zoos are astonishing, complex entities. When you think about all that we're required to manage, the facilities to maintain unique species, our education programs, our conservation programs, and our breeding programs, and of course our exemplary veterinary care, all leading to the overall well-being of the animals that call our zoos and aquariums home. Again, none of this would be possible without the participation of you, our members. The impact of your time and talent extends beyond your facilities, enhancing the work within our collaborative communities and committees, program leaders, membership, as well as we work to advance our strategic plan where all people respect, value, and conserve wildlife and wild places. In conclusion, the strength and resilience of this community, of the zoo and aquarium professional community, is a testament to our human compassion, our scientific curiosity, and our responsibility as stewards of this planet. As professionals, you are beacons of hope, reminding us that even in the faces of challenges, we can make a difference. So, over this week, let us celebrate and support the incredible work that you do, for it is through your efforts that we will secure a brighter future for all living things. It is my pleasure now to have the honor to introduce our keynote speaker for this morning's session. Dr. Joseph Drew Lanham is an ornithologist, naturalist, writer, and poet combining conservation science and personal, historical, and cultural narratives about nature. As a South Carolina native and alumni distinguished professor at Clemson University, Dr. Lanham's research and teachings focus on the impacts of forest management on birds and other wildlife. He brings this ecological knowledge, as well as his perspective as a Black man living in the South, to bear on his work as a storyteller, poet, and passionate advocate for bird watching, outdoor recreation, and environmental conservation stewardship. As you hear his words, I know we'll all be thinking about the collective impacts of our safe North American songbird program, led by program leaders Sarah Hallinger from Smithsonian National Zoo and Dr. Michael Krieger from the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. This program is working to reduce threats and secure sustainable wild populations of North American songbirds throughout their ranges. By harnessing the collective strengths of AZA members and partners through education and on-the-ground conservation activities. Today, joining Drew on stage in just a little bit will also be Pamela Reed Sanchez. She is the president and CEO of the Seneca Park Zoo Society. Pamela happens to be a good friend of Drew and is very instrumental in bringing him to us today at our annual conference. So, without further ado, please welcome Dr. Drew Lanham.